Namaste, Swamiji. We are so happy to see you.
I think we can start.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Yeah, Hema, you can start.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Shall I start?
Yeah.
Hari Om Swamiji. Om Namo Narayana. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Pranam Swamiji. Welcome to everyone. We were in the 19th class of Tattvabodha. In the 18th class, Swamiji completed the topic of Swarupa Lakshana of Atma. This is the most important portion of Tattvabodha text and is also a significant part of Vedanta itself. Swamiji started the topic of Sat in the 17th class. Sat means existence, and it is the core existence of everything. It is defined as Kala Traye Api Tishtati iti Sat. This implies that it is beyond time and space. It is without boundaries and is all-pervading. Everything in creation exists as absolute existence or Sat. It is the substratum of the entire universe. This is experienced in the world as isness. When we say the tree is, the house is, and within ourselves, aham, it is experienced as I am. Amness is the existence of aham. Coming to the next part of Satchidananda of Atma Swarupam, which is the Chit. Swamiji explained what is Chit. It is Jnana Swarupa. Meaning of that Chit is the nature of consciousness. It is reflected and is cognition. Chit is Chit and cannot be defined. The ordinary knowledge is that it is the reflection of this absolute consciousness, which is the Chit. Knowledge of worldly object is gained as thoughts in the mind. If there are no thoughts, then there can be no knowledge of the object, and consequently, there can be no world. This means absolute knowledge is objectless knowledge, just as Sat is objectless Sat. What remains is I as the absolute knowledge. It is the adhishthana of all knowledge in the world. All worldly objects are illuminated by this absolute knowledge. However, Chit is self-effulgent. Self is never the object of knowledge. It is objectless knowledge and is all-pervading Satchidananda. Two things which are mutually dependent in Vedanta is seen or is referred as one. So Sat eva Chit and Chit eva Sat. All-pervading consciousness and I consciousness. That is Samashti consciousness and Vyashti consciousness are the same. To prove Sat, Chit is necessary, and to prove Chit, Sat is necessary. So they are mutually dependent. They are essential nature of the Atma. Now coming to the third part, Anandam. Atma is the nature of Ananda. Ananda is translated as bliss. Even though it is not accurate, it does not convey the meaning to some extent. However, we can understand Ananda as complete, whole, Purnam. So it is absolute, Sukham. When we experience Sukham in connection with any object, we think Sukham is from that object. Actually, it is not, because bliss is absolute, all-pervading. Self is infinite. This infinite self is indicated through three words, that is Sat, Chit, Ananda. It is one infinite Atma viewed from three different angles. This portion is concluded saying, Eva Swatmanam Swarupa Vijaniyat. Thus, one should know oneself to be the nature of existence, consciousness, and bliss. Now, we will listen to Swamiji for further. explanation. Hari Om. Thank you.
Shruti smriti puranamayam karunalayam namami bhagavat padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavando Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Vasudevendra Yogendram Natva Jnana Pradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitathaya Tattvabodho Bidhiyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Namo Narayana to everybody. Welcome back after a gap. So we continue with the next session. So the important part of Tattvabodha, that is the explanation about Atma. Now the Satchidananda Atma is the only reality. In that case, the creation what we see, the world in front of us, so what is its reality? So now Tattvabodha takes up this second part. Actually, this would be more interesting for us because we know world better than Atma. So the all worldly activities we know better. So now this is actually a very important point, that the connection with the Atma and world, the creator and the creation, cause and effect, and reality and seemingly real. So the unreal and real. Okay. So which seemingly real is not actually real. So now how this ultimate reality, which is Atman, is become seemingly real in the form of the creation. So this is confusing, and sometimes it is self-contradictory. No, saying that Atma is all-pervading, Atma is everywhere, and Atman is the only reality. And then say, no, this world is unreal. It is seemingly real, but it is unreal, superimposed. So, this idea of superimposition is not no, much thought about. So, how can we superimpose something which has no experience and which has no connection with our mind? How can we do that? We superimpose in that object, or we when we see something, and then we experience it, and we misunderstood misunderstanding. If we misunderstand something, then it can be changed into some other thing. But if the reality is not experienced, then how can we superimpose something? Therefore, the creation, when we say the creation is superimposition, then we have to rightly understand the methodology of Vedanta, how the ultimate reality, Satchidananda Brahman, Atman, become this world. So creation of the world. So now this next part is creation of the world, the evolution of the world. How it is created from Atman. Now there it is said, Atha Chadurvimshadi Tattvabodhim Prakaram Vakshyamaha. It says, Atha, after this, from here, now we discuss the evolution of 24 essential principles. Tattvabodhi 20 Chadurvimshati Tattvabodhi Prakaram Vakshyamaha. So now, which are they? We will take up one by one. But just to understand, there will be discussion on 5 elements out of this 24 Chadurvimshati Tattva. 5 elements. We know the principal elements. And 5 prana, 5 karmendriyas, organs of action, 5 jnanendriyas, organs of perception, and 4 andhakaranas, andhakarana chadushtaya, the 4-fold function of andhakarana. So altogether it is Chadurvimshati, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. So this is the next discussion. The Chadurvimshati Tattvabodhi Prakaram Vakshyamaha. So now here we should remember the last part where we stopped. The last part we stopped with the definition and the Swarupam of Atma, Satchidananda. So in that Satchidananda, there is no creation, because Sat, the existence, cannot be created. The pure existence cannot be created. The reason is everything is created in that existence, based on that existence. So to say, before the creation, the beginning of creation, already the existence is there. Because from non-existence, nothing can be created. From non-existence, existence cannot be created. So there is no point of talking on non-existence. Therefore, existence cannot be created. And similarly, consciousness. The consciousness, the pure consciousness, that cannot be created. Because before any creation, even today, when we create something, before that creation, we have some idea of that. We have an information, a knowledge of what we are going to create. Therefore, we can certainly infer the beginning of creation also. There was consciousness. It means the knowledge. What would be created and how would be created. So Upanishad says, so in the beginning, Sadeva Saumya Idamagra Asit. So only the existence, Sat, was there. Tat Tejo Asrijata. So it created 5 elements, one after another. So before creation, as we do before making anything, we contemplate on that. How to make, what to make, we contemplate. Similarly, Ekoham Bahusyam Sa Ikshata Sa Atma Ikshata, thought about. So it means before creation, there was consciousness, Atma. Therefore, we can say the consciousness is also not created. Then about Ananta, bliss. Now, this is very difficult to say bliss is created or not. If consciousness is not created, existence is not created, then the third character of Atman, bliss, it cannot be created. Because as you might remember, I told you, when we talk about Sarupa Lakshana, the essential characteristics of any object, it means it cannot be devoid of that. Like fire cannot be devoid of heat. Fire is always heat. Similarly, the Atman is Sachidananda. It means there cannot be any change in Sachidananda, existence, consciousness, and bliss. So the three are, though they are three, but they are one and the same. Therefore, the real bliss of Atman is also not created. So then, existence, consciousness, bliss, Atman is not created. Then what is created? Therefore, in Vedanta, we talk about Maya. Now here the Maya comes. Why we talk about Maya? Because Sachidananda cannot be created, and there is no manifestation, no modification in Atma. Then how this modification comes? Whatever we see, how this is modified, how it is created. This is a big question. So there, what we do to establish the methodology. Now you have to remember this. Actually, there is no creation in Sachidananda. Now we want the Sachidananda Atma as a creator. Okay. For what purpose? To explain how the creation is happening. No, the evolution of the Prakriti, the evolution of the elements. Now we want to explain it. And for the sake of explanation, we make Sachidananda Atma creator. We make Sachidananda Atma creator. We attribute Maya into Atma. Because without qualification, we cannot do anything. No? If we are unqualified, you are good for nothing. So, if Maya is not there, then the Sachidananda Atma is good for nothing. It means Sachidananda Atma cannot do anything. So, therefore, we bring the Shakti, the power of creative power of Brahman. That is Maya. So, here, the creative power of Brahman, identical. Now you listen to the explanation of Maya. Don't say Maya is delusion and Maya is misleading, or Maya is imagination, or Maya is no. The correct definition of Maya in Vedanta is identical creative power of Ishvara. Identical creative power of Ishvara. It means one more point. It means Maya is not parallel to Brahman. There is Maya and Brahman, no. Maya is identical creative power of Ishvara. Now the Sachidananda Brahma, with this Maya, Sachidananda Brahma become Ishvara. So the definition of Ishvara in Vedanta is qualified Brahman. The Brahman with attribution. So now what is attributed there? Before there was Sat Chit Ananda. Now Sat Chit Ananda plus Maya. Okay. And in that Maya, we will see Sattva, Raja, Tama, Guna is there. 3 gunas are there. So now the Ishvara in the total character of Ishvara is Sat, Chit, Ananda, Sat, Rajas, Tamas. So 3 plus 3. Okay. So the Ishvara become Ishvara. Now Ishvara is qualified Brahma. That is why we call it Ishvara as qualified Brahman. Brahman with attributions. What is the attribution there? The identical creative power, Maya. Why it is called identical creative power? Because Maya is not parallel to Brahman. It is based in Brahman, where it has its being. Without Brahman, Maya cannot be there. So Maya is based in Brahman. That is what we are going to discuss. So last part we concluded with Satchidananda Atma, that is pure Brahman. So when we say in Vedanta Satchidananda Atma, it means it is attributionless, changeless, and this Satchidananda Atma is not creator. Satchidananda Atma has no action. It is actionless. Actionless, changeless, only we can experience it. So no attributions, no adjectives. The pure Brahman, it has no adjectives. Satchidananda is not adjective to Brahman. It's the characteristics, the essential nature of Brahman. So with this, Maya is added. Now Maya has all the materials for creation. Now we need, you see, just think about how much material we need for creation. We have to create human beings and all other beings and trees and the water, everything should be created. Needs so much material, and all the material this Maya has. So then Maya is connected to Brahman. Brahman become Ishvara and the creator. Okay, so that is said in the next sentence. Brahmashraya Satvarajastamo Gunatmika Maya Asti. Now Maya enters into our Tattvabodha. So from here, all the evolutions happens. So Acharya is bringing Maya. So Brahmashraya, he says, there is something called Maya. Something called Maya. Maya Asti. So what is that? Maya is Brahmashraya. Now I already explained. Brahmashraya means it is based in Brahman. Brahmani Ashraya, Brahmashraya, based in Brahman. Fully depend on Brahman. Like the heat of the fire, it depends in fire. So Brahmashraya. And it has all the qualities. Gunatmika. What is the character of that Maya? Maya has Sattva, Raja, Tama, 3 gunas. So the nature of qualities. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunatmika, Maya. Now, why we need sattva, rajas, tamo gunatmika? Why we need all these three gunas in Maya? To make various creations, make changes. Because when you create everything as the same, then there is no, it is completely boring. So therefore, we need to make many changes, different kinds of things. In each, you can see there are so many variations. So for that, we need sattva, rajas, tama guna. And these three gunas has peculiar characteristics that we will explain later. And these three gunas create the world. The evolution happens in these three gunas. So triguna means Maya, Maya means triguna. So therefore, sattva, rajas, tamo gunatmika Maya asti. Now, what happens when we think about creation? Then we can only see the differences. Many forms, names and forms. And as I said, in that Maya or Ishvara, now Ishvara with Maya, there you see only Sattva, Rajas, Tamaguna, Nama, Rupa, and creation and creator, all this, but not Sachidananda. Now Maya is a wheeling power of Sachidananda. So wheeling means covering. Avarana Shakti. Maya has two powers. The first one is called Avarana Shakti. So Maya covers Sachidananda. Now nobody can see what is Sachidananda. It is covered. So in that case, Maya become ignorance. So the covering Avarana, the wheeling power of Maya is called ignorance. So the ignorance is there, then one will not experience the creator. Now, nobody knows who is the creator. Now, if I ask, who is the creator? Who is the creator, you know? Nobody will answer, I know. Because nobody knows. Already we are in this Avarana Maya. If the answer is, who is the creator? Atma is the creator. I am the creator. Why? Because I am Sachidananda. I am Sachidananda Atma. I am the creator, but now that creator is powered with Maya. So therefore, the creator is not known. That creator thinks I am not the creator. I am an ignorant person. I have no idea what is happening over here. I have all these problems. I want to solve all these problems. So this is what we think. This is the power of Maya, that the creator himself thinks I am not the creator. So this is how Brahmashraya Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika Maya creates this world. And the second power of Maya is Vikshepa Shakti. We call it Vikshepa Shakti. Vikshepa here means manifestation, many forms. So, first, the Satchidananda is covered, and the creator thinks I am an ignorant person and I have this body, I am with this body, and I am limited in this body. I am a small person in this world. I cannot do anything. So there, the projecting power of Maya, Vikshepa Shakti works. So all these experiences we have with the Nama Rupa is because of this Vikshepa Shakti. So Maya has two powers. Avarana Shakti, wheeling power, and Vikshepa Shakti, manifesting power or projecting power. So with these two powers, everything is created. Now the interesting thing is, how can we create this world from this Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti? We ever thought about this? If somebody is ignorant, he has no idea about anything, how can he be a creator and how can he create? But Ishvara has shown an example, an experience that you know this already. You just think about your dream. In your dream, you create everything. You are the creator. And you don't know how you create. You don't know the source of the material. You don't know how to create. You don't do anything there, but you create. And the creator himself is the experiencer too. And we create ourselves. We bring materials from ourselves through mind, and we experience that. Now the idea is conveyed. Because Ishvara says, if you think about yourself, you are creating there. Only the difference is, there the material is something different, and here the material is different. It's not the same material. So therefore, the projecting power, Vikshepa Shakti. Vikshepa Shakti is Nama Rupa, names and forms. And the shape is also there, because shape is nothing but the material cause. Therefore, we don't much talk about shape, the akaram, the shape of the creation. That is not important. The material cause is important, and the knowledge we get from that, that is important. The cognition of that object. So therefore, name and form, names and forms. So this is the creation altogether, that is created by qualified Brahman. And this qualified Brahman is called Saguna Brahman. Now you know the Nirguna Brahma and Saguna Brahma. Nirguna Brahma without qualification. So without Maya, Brahman is called Nirguna Brahma. And with Maya, Brahman is called Saguna Brahma. That is Brahman with qualifications. The Maya is the first qualification, Sattva, Rajas, Tamaguna. And with this qualification, the Saguna Brahma becomes Sarvajna, omniscient, sentient. So Saguna Brahma becomes Sarvajna, omniscient, and the creator of the world. That is Saguna Brahma. And the Nirguna Brahma is not omniscient. It is the nature of Brahman. There is no sensing and no knowing, nothing is there. Therefore, Satchidananda. That is, we call Swarupa Lakshana. And this is not Swarupa Lakshana. Here, Ishvara has the Maya as the quality. Therefore, Ishvara has become Sarvajna, omniscient, and omnipotent, because Ishvara is creating everything. Therefore, Ishvara is omnipotent. And Ishvara is the creator of the world, because Ishvara has Maya. Everything is there. Now, you can add all the qualifications to Ishvara. So, Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, Ishvara has all the power, all the powers to create. Everything Ishvara has. So, this is the cause of creation. Now we have discussed the cause of creation. Now, cause, when we talk about cause, there are two aspects of cause. One aspect is material cause. To create, you need some material. And the second aspect is creator. So we need two. If you want to cook something, you want to cook rice, you need rice, the material, and you are the creator. So you are cooking. So two parts is necessary. So here in Vedanta, the material cause as well as the efficient cause, both are this Brahman, qualified Brahman. Now Shuddha Brahma is not called as material cause, efficient cause, but this Ishvara, the qualified Brahman, is called material cause and efficient cause. So unseparated material cause and efficient cause, both are the same. Now from that Brahman with the power of Maya, the 5 elements are created. So evolution of 5 elements. Now we talk about that. Tadaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuho vayos tejaha tejasa apaha adbhyaha prithvi. Tataha, from that means from that qualified Brahman, the Brahman with Maya. So from the Maya Shakti, the first evolution comes, that is Akashaha Sambhutaha. Akasha is created. Akasha is space. It means now you have the awareness of space. Here the cause and effect theory. With that theory, the effect is nothing but cause. We already discussed this theory twice before. Effect is nothing but the cause. It means now this Akasha, the space which is created from the Maya or the qualified Ishvara. So we can say the space is not different from the qualified Brahman. The space is Brahman only. Though space has special qualities, as we will discuss that, space has the sound as its special quality. So Akashaha Sambhutaha. Here we don't talk about time. Space and time, there is no separation here. Therefore, we only talk about Akasha, but time is also there. So when there is movements, activity, the time is calculated. So therefore, with this creation, time is also created. Before this, there is no time. It is beyond time and space. So now the awareness of space, that is called the creation of space. Then from that Brahman, now Brahman become Ishvara with Maya Shakti. Okay. Now that Brahman become Akasha. So Brahman is identical with Akasha, or we can call Akasha Brahma. Okay. From that Akasha Brahman, Vayu is created. So it is more gross. Here, the subtlety is measured by the pervasiveness of the object. Is Akasha is more pervasive than Vayu, and Vayu is less pervasive than Akasha. Similarly, we take the qualities also. The Akasha has only one quality as sound, but this Vayu, the air, has two qualities: sound and touch, Shabda and Sparsha. And it is subtle, but is not subtle like Akasha. It is also it is pervasive, but not like Akasha. So this is another measurement. So from the Akasha, Vayu came. Now the Atman is identified with the Vayu. Okay. This is something, no, a special point I am adding to it. You will wonder how the Vayu can be Brahman, how we make the Brahman as Vayu. But that is real. It is discussed in Vedanta, and I am connecting with this. We never separate Vayu from Brahman. We never separate Akasha from Brahman. Akashatma, Akasha apannad Brahma. This is what Bhashya says in Taittiriya Upanishad. So the Brahman become Akasha, and from that Brahman, Vayu is created. Now you see how beautifully they describe this. Now Vayu is not Abrahman. Vayu is Brahman only. Vayu is not non-Brahman. So Akashatma Pannad Brahmanaha Vayuhu. So the Vayu is created. So when Vayu is created, now you have the awareness of Vayu. Not only the awareness of Vayu, but also the separation of Vayu and Akasha. We know from our modern studies, Akasha is all pervasive, all pervading, we can say, no space. But Vayu is not all pervading. In moon, there is no Vayu. There are only in our atmosphere, there is Vayu. So beyond the atmosphere, in outer space, there is no Vayu. So now Vayu is limited. So Akasha Rupa Pannat Brahmanaha Vayu, the Vayu is created. So the Brahman become Vayu. And from that Vayu, Tejaha, the fire element is created. So now this should be added there. Fire element has three qualities. It has sound, touch, and color. And it has more qualities, means it is more gross. And its fire is less pervasive compared to Vayu. Therefore, it is gross. Now, how you just follow this, how the subtle element become gross. No, we will discuss separately of the grossification theory. That is Panjikaranam. That we will discuss later. But here you can see with many qualities, more qualities, the element become more perceivable and more gross. Therefore, if you have many qualities, you have many degrees, many qualities, many qualifications, then you are far from Brahman, because you have to reduce your qualities. You have to reduce your thoughts. Then you can touch Brahman. There it can be said here. Therefore, we say neti neti. Oh, whatever qualities you have may be having best qualities, but those qualities will block. Those qualities will cover the self, the experience of self. So this is the reason. Now, Akasha is more connected to Brahman. Though it is insentient, but it is connected. It has many qualities of Brahman. And Vayu has less qualities of Brahman. But it is Brahman only. So from that Vayu, Teja, and from that Teja, it means the Teja, the fire which is identical with Brahman. From that fire, water is created. The water is the next creation. That's sequence when we see. And we know water is less pervasive. It is there in the earth, and some water is there in the atmosphere in the form of hydrogen and love. So then from that water, Adhyaha Prithvi, the last element, Prithvi is created. The earth is created. Now earth has all the five qualities. It has sound, touch, and color. No, it can be seen, it can be tasted, it can be smelled. So this is how the creation comes. Now, what you understood from this? Got some idea how we create this? See, this all creation is based on Brahman, Atma. and Atma is yourself Satchidananda. Now, Satchidananda has existence, consciousness, and bliss. This is the character of that. Therefore, if anything is created from that, any form of that, any manifestation from that, must have this Satchidananda. So the Akasha also has Satchidananda, Vayu also has, and fire also has, water also has, earth also. So the everything is based in Satchidananda with different manifestations. Therefore, we say there is earth. So the easiness, the Satchidananda, the existence, that is there. And we see or we perceive, we have some awareness of Prithvi. Therefore, the consciousness is there. But that consciousness is unmanifested. Unmanifested consciousness. That consciousness is there in Prithvi. Why it is said unmanifested? Because where there is mind, there the consciousness is experienced. If there is no modification as mind, then the consciousness cannot be experienced. Like if you want to see the reflection of light, then you need some substance like mirror. Mirror is also a modification of earth, clay, but it can reflect the light. Similarly, the modification, the material cause is the same. But mind is a very special modification. It can reflect the consciousness. So this is called manifested consciousness. There we have all the activities. We think, we create, we have creativity, we have all the actions. But if the mind is not there, then the consciousness cannot be produced in the form of actions and like that. Therefore, it is called unmanifested consciousness. In Vedantic theory, there is nothing called Jada. Jada is also a manifestation of Atma. The sentient being, non-sentient being, the difference is with mind and without mind. That's all. So therefore, Satchidananda is always there. It has no change because it cannot be changed. There is no manifestation in Satchidananda. Like Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Guna, the qualities of Maya, it can be changed. So the manifestations come from Maya. This is the theory. So now, Adhyaha Prithvi. So 5 elements are created. Now these elements sometimes we call tanmatras, subtle elements. From this, now the second part, out of 24, we have discussed the first 5. Now we need to know how these indriyas, the sense organs, and organs of actions, karmendriya, jnanendriya, how they are created. So that discussion comes in the next part. Edesham panchatattvanam madhye agashasya satvikamshat shrotrendriyam sambhutam. Edesham panchatattvanam madhye agashasya satvikamshat shrotrendriyam sambhutam. Vayoho satvikamshat tvagindriyam sambhutam. Agnehe satvikamshat chakshurindriyam sambhutam. Jalasya satvikamshat rasanendriyam sambhutam. Prithivyaha satvikamshat घ्राणेन्द्रियम संभूतम. So here it's talking about indriya srishti. Okay, so edesham panchatattvanam madhye. Now we have 5 essential elements. Panchatattva, 5 elements. Edesham panchatattvanam madhye akashasya satvikamsha. Among these 5 elements, akashasya satvikamsha. Akasha has now 3 qualities. Why? Because it was created from 3 qualities. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Therefore, Akasha has 3 qualities. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So from that Sattvamsha, the Sattva part of Akasha, the Sattva aspects of Akasha. Why it is Sattva? Because it is connected to knowledge. From that, Shrotrendriyam Sambhodam, the Shrotrendriya, so the sense organ of hearing. Shrotra Indriya, sense organ of hearing is created. Now it can be easily understood. We hear sound from space. We know where there is space, vacuum, there the sound is created. Some frictions with some movements, some connections, that sound is created. So therefore, the sound and space is connected. And sound is connected to the organ of hearing, that is ear. The organ of hearing is connected, the sense organ of hearing is connected to sound, and sound is connected to space. So if the space is there, then sound is created. No, in our eardrums, you know how the sound is created. So inside the ear, there is space, and inside that, the eardrum is there. So the movement created by the air, the sound is heard. The sense of sound is heard. The hearing is happening. Therefore, the indriya is connected. Now, why it is sattvika? Because it is sensing something. It is connected to sensation. Therefore, it is sattvika. Where there is knowledge, any kind of sensation, there the sattvika function of Maya is working. And that type of karma. So the karma comes through the manifestation of Maya. and then the Srotrendriya is created. Then the sound can be heard. So the sensation of sound is connected to Sattvika Vritti. And this will be connected to mind. That we will talk later, because mind will give the perception. So this way, Akasha, the space, is connected to Srotrendriya. If one person, if he has no karma for Srotrendriya, then he cannot hear sound, because that Indriya will not work. You will see the eardrum and everything will be there, but the sensation will be not. No. So this is all connected to karma. Karma comes through Maya's manifestation, and then the element is supported for the function of the Indriyas. The Akasha element is supported for the function of Indriya. So this we know from the modern science also. We know this, because how the space is connected, or without space the sound cannot be created, and for carrying sound we need the support of air also. So Akashasya Satvikamsha Srotrendriyam Sambhudam. Similarly, you can connect all others. The same thing is repeated. Vayoho Satvikamsha Tokindriyam. Similarly, Vayoho Satvikamshas, the Satvika aspect of Vayu. From that, Twagindriya, organ of touch, is created. And Agnehe Satvikamsha Chakshurindriyam Sambhudam. The Sattva, Satvikamsha, the Satvika part of fire, the organ of sight, is created. That is Chakshurindriyam. And similarly, Jalasya Satvikamshas Rasanendriyam, the organ of taste, is created. And the organ of smell is created from Prithivyaha Satvikamsha. So now these 5 elements will support these 5 sense organs to sense their respective objects. This is the summary of this discussion. We have 5 elements, we have 5 sense organs, we have 5 respective objects. Now you connect all these 3. So the object is known by Indriya, sense organ, and sense organ is supported by 5 elements, and in that 5 elements, especially Sattvika Amsha, the Sattva aspect of 5 elements is supporting sense organ. Why that Sattvika Amsha? Because where there is sensation, there is knowledge, there is information, the information is carried. The information means knowledge. So therefore, knowledge is connected to Sattvika Amsha. So this is how our 5 sense organs are created. So therefore, every day we pray to these 5 elements to protect us with these 5 sense organs. Okay, so I think we can conclude here this session. We will again discuss this creation. It has all devatas and other manifestations that we will discuss in next session. Hari Om. Now,
If anybody
what are
wanted to
questions?
ask
Yeah.
a question, you can either raise your hand or put it in the chat box. Now, Pavan has raised the hand, so Pavan wanted to ask a question.
Namaste.
Om Swamiji.
Yeah. Please unmute and ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Swamiji, daily we offer prayers and I have been offering prayers. So generally what we do is we start with prayer to Lord Ganesha. And then it occurred to me, before I am offering prayer to Lord Ganesha, I am actually lighting the lamp, the agarbatti, and then I am starting the prayer. So then I thought maybe I should actually be offering prayers to the fire god first, and then I should start with Lord Ganesha. So that has been a confusion in my mind. But today, after what you have said, fire is actually preceded by by Vayu, which is preceded by Akasha. So should we actually start prayer in that order? First Akasha, then Vayu, then fire god, then water, then earth, and then Lord Ganesha, or like how do we go?
No. It's actually, it is other way. We start the puja, we have Pancha Upachara pujas. No, we start with the puja with first the Gandha from the earth element.
Okay.
Okay. Then comes the second elements as water. So we offer water also. And third element as fire. So then fire. And the fourth element, Vayu. So for Vayu, we actually the Vayu and the smoke is connected. So we say that is connected together. Okay. And from Akasha, the sound is always we pray and we chant mantras, no, like that. So if you take this like this, we start from this. Yeah. So Gandha, like Chandan, we use for Gandha, Chandan, Chandana, and Akshadas, all those is connected to Gandha. And Dhuba Deepam and like that. So these are the connections. In Panchopachara, they have a different method because the Naivedyam is also there.
Okay.
Naivedyam represents Prithvi. No, it is produced from earth, so it is there. So here, actually, this all puja and our prayers, these are all connected to Adhyatma. No, it's all connected to this creation and its different manifestations. Therefore, if you know the theory, then it's very nice. When we do puja, we remember all this is created from this. So when we can contemplate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Om Swamiji.
Swamiji, I got a question. Swamiji, this Samashti Maya is called Ishwaran, correct? So Samashti Maya, then that Satvik Maya is called Ishwaran. That's also correct if we say. Because the Ishwara has to have all the, he's a Sarvajna, so all the knowledge and everything. So the Sattvic Guna has to be predominant, Vidya Guna.
Yeah, correct.
So that way, can we just say that?
No, actually,
because
Ishvara is not under Maya. It means Ishvara is Ishvara is controller of Maya. So Maya is not controlled by Ishvara like that.
Maya Pati.
Ishvara has all the powers with Maya, because if the Trigunas are not there, then Ishvara is powerless. Ishvara cannot create. Then Ishvara is Satchidananda.
Correct.
So with Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Ishvara get into creation. Okay. It means Ishvara has special qualities of this Maya. It means Shuddha Sattva. We say, as you said, Shuddha Sattva, the purest form of Sattva Guna. There the consciousness is reflected.
Yeah.
Then that consciousness is called Maya. Ishvara. Qualified consciousness. So it is clearly said in Bhashya how Ishvara is Sarvajna. Ishvara is omniscient because Ishvara has Shuddha Sattva as the quality. It is taken from Maya. Therefore, Shakti Shaktimador Abhinnatvat, Abhedatvat. So it is said in Gita Bhashyam, the Shakti and Shaktiman, the power and who has the power. So the both are there. Both are one. So therefore, when we say Ishvara is qualified with Maya, then it means Ishvara and Maya the same. Is one and the same.
Yeah.
It's based on Maya. Like fire and heat. No. Shakti and Shaktiman.
Then how can we just understand Jivan, in connection with that?
That we will discuss later, because after the first step of creation, then the same discussion will come with the Jiva.
Okay.
In this, the next part is that.
Yeah.
So there now the discussion is on the world creation, the whole creation. So this is the creation of Ishvara. Now the Jiva creation will come. The evolution connected to Jiva. So there the difference can be known.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Okay.
If anyone wanted to ask question, please raise your hands or ask. Swamiji, about some, little
there somebody was asking in return, came. Anything there you can ask.
Swamiji, can you just enlighten us little more about the Ekada Dham, Ekatma Dham?
Ekatma Dham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ekatma Dham is happening in Omkareshwar. Is going to be the world's one of the important place, because this Ekatma, the oneness theory of Vedanta, is well known to the world now. And Shankaracharya, we know, he got initiation and his tapasya and everything in Omkareshwar. So therefore, that Ekatma Dhama is created in memory of all this. What the Shankaracharya came there and he studied there and got initiation from his guru. So this story is there. There, the statue is installed. This month, 18th, that function is going to happen. And after that, they have already planned to make a big museum there, creating all to bring people to understand about Shankaracharya's life and like that. And after that, the third project is a study center. A study center, international study center for Shankara philosophy. So that would be created. And along with that, there is one Vidyalaya Gurukula, the special Gurukula for the traditional arts and or philosophies. So this is the complete project, but this is going to be a very important place for Shankaracharya's followers. That with the Snama Parampara, Advaita Parampara, because they are going to create everything there. So the theory, this oneness theory, Brahma, Ekatma. So as we know, the Satchidananda Atma is one and the same, indweller of all beings, and it's the creation and the creator, everything is Atma. So there is no separation, no difference with the creation and the creator. So therefore, the Ekatma Dhama will be world's the most important place for Advaita Vedanta. So that is going to be. And we were working on this project last 6 to 7 years. Now the first part is completed. It is actually government's project, but like we 4 or 5 Swamis also there as part of their what is the administration. So we are helping them to make all this, and especially on Shastra and other things we have so many discussions. So this is happy news for all Shankara's philosophy followers, not only Shankara philosophy followers, we can say all Indian like Sanatana Dharma Avalampis, so who follow Sanatana Dharma. So it is very happy news for them. Because just building something like that doesn't make any sense. So we thought of doing something creative, like some study center or something like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just installing a statue and people just go around and do picnic and come back. That doesn't make any sense. So we are creating there many temples, pujas and like that, and the studies and big library and everything is there. It's a very big project. So we will see after 2 years. It may take 2 to 3 years to complete all what we plan. So the happy news, and actually this is happening because it's time to revive our tradition, our traditional knowledge. This is very useful for the world. Now when we discuss about Advaita, Ekatma Jnana, that is very important, very much needed for the time now. So therefore, it is very good. It's a good chance for people to come over there and just see the life of Shankaracharya, and with that they can understand what he thought and what he created, what was his revolution and everything they can understand. So it is very happy, and we are going there. We have a program on 17th and 18th, 2 days program.
And
so we will have next week class. 9th I will be here. So after that we will see.
And Swamiji, you say you have already mentioned that you are doing some project and visiting some tribals and then getting them.
Yeah, that is because along with this we were going to villages for each village and finding people and connecting people with this thing. Because otherwise they will not understand what is happening here. So we go to tribes and talk to them, and we do some satsanga, some bhajans, and then ask them how you understand about this, who is the creator of the world, and all this, what we talk. And then we discuss some Advaita, some Vedanta, because they understand all this. When we ask who is the creator of the world, so they say the God is the creator of the world. Now, when the next question we asked where God lives, so they say God lives in our hearts. No, they know all this. So like that, we just interact with them, and not preaching too much, and not Sanskrit, nothing. Just freely talk to them and just understand their minds. So I experienced that they are very good. They're very open, and they know everything. So then we talk. Then why you separate yourself from the other people, and why you make all this community and the caste and all this? Why? What is the need? So then they have no answer, because they don't know why they make all this. So then we say, you see, this is all for. This is not true. This is not just we are making for our sake of our vyavahara, for the life we are making. This is not real. You don't stick into all this caste system and all this. Like that, slowly we talk. Sometimes they ask, now if we don't have caste system and all this, how can we live? How can we do all those things? So like that, they ask questions, then we answer like that. So like interaction, all half an hour. We go to each village, and like 1.5 hour program. So half an hour they will come and receive us and do things. Then half an hour we sit there and interact with people like that. No, last time I went like almost more than 100 villages I went. You can imagine, like every day 8 to 10, 12 villages like. So,
and is this also a part of the Ekatma Dham?
Yeah, it's all we started it before also, 5 years before also we did something like this. So the Ekatma, how we can practically go to people and discuss this oneness. So now we preach in our Gurukulas, and we talk to people who are already educated. So they know everything, and then we teach. That's actually, it is like, no, we are just discussing our own knowledge. But for them, it's totally new. They have no idea about this, what is happening. So then we talk to them, and they openly talk to us, and how this theory can be understood. So then when after that, first discussion is over, we will have some water and some discussion, some prasadam, something like that. Then again we ask, who is the creator? So they will say the God. Now how many gods are there? They will say one God, Ishvara is one. Okay, so the Ishvara is one. Then we are all Ishvara's creation. We are this world is created by Ishvara. We are living this in this world. So the Vasudeva Kudumbakam, like that, we talk freely like this. It's interesting, very interesting, and there's a unique experience when we talk to people like that. Even children, they react very openly. When we ask, they answer the questions. So very interesting.
But we
This
have
is
all
needed.
the...
Actually, we should go to villages and to the people and discuss such things. Then they get some idea, some thoughts on this. Otherwise, if we do classes like all arranged classes and invitees and like that, it's all limited. When you go to village and open with them and discuss with them, they will get more connection with this. So sometimes they think, oh, some Swami came and he talked like this, and there is something like called oneness. We are all one, and like that. So even for just for discussion, they take it. So we can say some 60% of success is there, because they are from their reaction and all those we can understand. So it's very nice, a good experience, and we are making this Omkareshwara project, like doing that for this purpose. Let people come there and understand unity, unity in diversity, and all these theories, oneness theory, and universe is one, and the God is one, the Atma is one. So like that. Okay.
We were not aware of all these things, and it is high time.
Yeah. So actually, we should do. We all
we should go, and we should know
what
about
we
it.
normally think.
Yeah,
Vedanta is for educated people. That is what normally people think. Because Vedanta is talking about high philosophy and all those oneness and Ekatma, Satchidananda. That is what we think. But my understanding is normal people can easily understand.
Yeah,
if you talk very simply, they will understand and they will get into this. So therefore, we should go to villages and talk with them like openly. Then we know how they react. So therefore, like we ask, just sit there and chant something, Rama, Krishna, Hare Rama, and something we chant after 10 minutes. Then we start talking and just ask, who is the creator? What do you think? Who created this world? So like that we ask. So they say something. So like that, then it comes. Very good. Okay.
They all talk Hindi or what language?
Yeah, in Hindi. Because in this Madhya Pradesh and all those, they understand Hindi. When I go to Arunachal and Sikkim and all those states, I talk in English. So they understand English very well. Yeah. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.